Walk towards the line, but he'll hang on. He walks to the post, Mansmar. Barely lift his legs, but he's won a length and a half to Daring Fleet. 3/4 Barnstorming third. A long way back in the field, Lord Gruamar's grounded Kwanzaa. Then further back, Emperor Kwan from Street Music, followed by Benlock, Grey Smoke, Royal Mask. Then Showfire and Fair Smile whip them in.
Well, another one sticking to the rails round the turn and scoring is Mansmar, number 4. Had a big lead, got pretty tired at the finish, but he's hung on to win well. Daring Fleet's run on strongly in the centre to get up and get second from Barnstorming the outside. Number 4, Mansmar, he's tired, but he wins from 1 Daring Fleet, and number 7, Barnstorming in third placing. Now, Sydney's the next race we have coming up. It's all paid $3.25 and $1.50. Number 18, Parlour Lady, second, $5.80. And number 16, Marmalita, third, $1.65. Quinella, $281.40. Trifecta, $4,006.45. Gee, that's a big one. $4,006.45 for that trifecta. Hope you had a share of that. You're watching our special edition of Grandstand from Channel 7 in Melbourne. We'll be back with Chief Executive from the Moonee Valley Racing Club, Ian McEwen, after this break. $1.10, 7 Barnstorming 85, Quinella 9.60, Trifecta $83.80. Brisbane is the next race coming up, and there's the Daily Double incidentally from Mornington, 10 and 4, $125.15. As I was saying, Brisbane the next race coming up, and we've got the TAB approximates at this stage for Brisbane race number 7. Woodland Bow 345, 125, scratch 2. Bree Precise 90 and 55. Kathmandu 455, 130, scratch 5. 6 Meena Creek 960 and 270. 7 Prince Strome 1485, 305. 8 Gallery Man 710, 155. 9 King Show 3315, 515. 10 Princess Tiffany 580 and $1.40. Number 11 Royal Wagon 1535, 370. 12 Royal Hush 3490, 795. 13 Herbaceous 5985, 855. 14 Grand Romance 2370, 365. 15 Lover's Spirit 2330, 355. And 16 Parnassus 1322, 40. 44,000 the win, $18,000 the place. Now, the approximates for Adelaide race 7 coming up now. That race is timed to start at 4:25. That'll be the last we'll telecast from Adelaide, actually. We can't do the last, it's too late. But in Adelaide, race 7, number 1 Action Stations 380-145, 2 Smurdoch 315-105, 3 Just a Hobo 150 and 95, scratch 4, 5 Casino Miss 410-185, 6 Alexander 565-225, 7 Star Gypsy 450-120, 8 Ace Kiwi 940-185, 9 Overland Boy 1030-105, 10 Lady Lucilla 585 and 180. Number 11 Belvari 6645 1220, 12 Legendaire 181.30 and $34.80. 13 Look-alike 171.75 25.90. Napoleon Star 64.90 9.55. Pango Pass 72.80 10.75. PK Write Your Own Ticket. Record Lady 24.50 and 6.65. And the last two also appear to be no hopers. Now, the other race that will be coming up in the near future is Mornington. That is timed for 4:30. And we've got the Mornington approximates for you now in this race, race 9, the short progressive handicap. No, we haven't got them. Okay, we haven't. Jenny Chapman, they're moving in quickly, but I think you've got a few winners for us around Australia, have you?
Yes, I have. Thanks, Bill. Be Precise is a special of mine today, but then again, it's very, very short. So then we'll go to Sydney. We've got number 9 in the next race, in race 8 in Sydney. Clavel's Girl, I think that's one of my better horses for the day. And also, we've got to go to Mornington after that. Number 3, Silver Kells. I think that can possibly win as well.
What a wealth of information there from Jenny Chapman. Well, race 7 in Brisbane at 4:15. It's the Tattersalls transition. Candidates are moving into the stalls, and we seem to be waiting only on about 1 or 2 of them to go in. That looks like the top weight Woodland Bow about to move in. That was Prince Strome went in then. And there's Kathmandu coming up into the line. Woodland Bow still not quite ready, and there's a little bit of, there's Woodland Bow going into the stores now. One of them apparently Went into the wrong stall there. But it's about to be faced up again. Young Hush moves into line. That looks to be about the lot of them, I think. Wayne Wilson is your caller over there, and we'll be taking you to him in just a moment. The meeting is at Eagle Farm today. This is race 7 on the program. Second leg of the double, run over a distance of 1,400 metres. Quite a few attendants required there in the stalls at Eagle Farm. Following that, Adelaide at 4:25, Mornington at 4:30, and Sydney at 4:35. And then our final race for the day will be at Brisbane at 4:50, the Needham Handicap. All set now. There's the light. Here's
They're racing, and near the inside, Mina Creek began nicely. Be Precise came out far second. Princess Tiffany showing plenty of speed going to the lead. Be Precise dropping just off the speed into about 4th place now. Kathmandu moving up to be second. Young Hush is going faster than Prince Strome. Be Precise is back 5th on the rails on the inside of Herbaceous, followed by Parnassus, Woodland Bow midfield, and then Lover's Spirit, Gallery Man, King Show, Mina Creek getting back. Royal Wagon, Grand Romance is last of all. Young Hush is showing plenty of dash. He's gone to the lead. 8:50 to go. Young Hush races away. 3 lengths in front. Princess Tiffany second. Kathmandu a half length away third, and Be Precise getting a lovely run. 4th on the inside. Then Prince Strome, Herbaceous, followed by Parnassus, and then Woodland Bow. A break at 3 to Gallery Man, 3 to King Show. Lover's Spirit next on the inside. Then Royal Wagon, Mina Creek, and Grand Romance coming around the home turn. 450 metres out. It's Young Hush straightening up 2 clear of Kathmandu, and then Princess Tiffany. Be Precise coming to the outside, putting in a well-timed run, and then Gallery Man further back, Herbaceous and Woodland Bow in the straight. 300 metres to go, and here comes the favourite. Be Precise loomed up on the outside, and he hasn't let him go as yet. It's Be Precise shooting to the front, 1.5 lengths clear. Kathmandu in second place, and then Gallery Man and Woodland Bow on the outside. But Williams is riding this favourite very confidently. The putters cheering for him, and home goes the good thing. Be Precise first, Gallery Man second, and third in was Woodland Bow, then Kathmandu, Herbaceous, Parnassus, King Show, Royal Wagon, Young Hush, exit Mina Creek, Princess Tiffany stopped, Lover's Spirit, Grand Romance was well back, and Prince Strome wanted the last home.
And so the favourite in the pink colours up in good style in the third in the race 7th in the program. It's number 3. Be Precise is the horse, and it's another winner to N. Williams. That's Neil Williams, and he's the leading rider there, and he's ridden a treble today to really sew things up. Number 8, Gallery Man gets up for second, and number 1, Woodland Bow down the outside takes third placing. 3, 8 and 1. We'll be back with Grandstand after this break. In Rackle's Choice 155, third 2 Caratoga 75, Quinella $17.35, and the trifecta $141.85. Now Mornington race 9, and it's time for us to have a look at the approximate dividends for that event from the TAB. And here they go. Number 1 Go Speed 505 and 145, 2 Cowman 560 and 115, 3 Silver Kells $1 and the place 65. 4 is out. 5 Quest for Glory 610 and 145, 6 Niarco Pride 795 225, 7 Bold Aggressor 1190 240, 8 Regal Kiwi 260 and 80, 9 Super Gent 35 55 and 790, 10 Gamblers Mission $25 and 465. There's number 11, Mr. Christian, 44.30 and 780. 12, Marlaw is 50.90 at 8.25, and 13, Flight of Love, $7.50 and 125. Win pool 61,500, place pool 28,000, and that Mornington race, the last on the program, is due to go in 5 minutes. We should hopefully have some quadrella dividends there for you very shortly. They've just come through. Runners in Adelaide around behind the starting stalls, and we've spoken all about the Moonee Valley calendar today. We've had Ian McEwen in. Double for the numbers you wanted up to date, with 1, 1,574.75, 2 bracket, 2,749.55, 3, 583.20. There is no 4 bracket. 5 bracket, 1,749.70, 6, 1,968.45, 7, $5,973.25. The 8 bracket is 1,749.70, and the 9 bracket, $7,217.65. Quadrella pool just under $214,000 there. Now they're moving into the stalls here, and this is the, where are we? Cheltenham's 7th event. This is the last race we'll be telecasting from Cheltenham. Unfortunately, the 8th race in the card is 5 o'clock, which is just outside our telecast time. This is the Lane Family Handicap of 1,500 metres, and we have a field of 18 engaged with the scratching of Starlight Express. It looks to be a pretty open race. Number 11 there is Belvari, just turning round near the stalls. Still about 4 or 5 of them to go, and that's Smurdoch. He'll be known in Victoria. That's him on the right of your screen with the clerk of the course. He's going to be one of the last to go in as we cross now to our commentator, Ron Paps.
She's pulled up okay, so they're not altogether disappointed, even though she failed on that occasion. Now they're all in, ready to go. The Lane Family Handicap. Stand up pretty well. Not much movement there. Oh, now there is. Lady Lucilla wanted to get up. Here's the light. They're off this time. Pretty tidy start too. Look Alert, probably slowest out. Sir Alexander away slowly but fairly well out wide. And as they sort themselves out, going fast overland boy and also showing good speed is Toy Dudley to be a leader with Ace Kiwi in that division, and so to Action Stations. Just in behind them, Just a Hobo getting the run of the race. In behind those in turn, making some ground, Lady Lucilla around them. Casino Miss Trap Deep, Record Lady the centre, and over on the inside, Pango Pass, followed further back by Legendaire. There's another one trapped out deep around the outside of those. Going up there with them is Sir Alexander, hunting through along the inside, Napoleon Star. The one out deep was Smurdoch. 3 lengths further back in the field, Balvary getting back on the inside of Look Alert, Star Gypsy, Wizzy Mo and PK. They're stringing out down the side now at the 800 metre mark, and the leaders going keenly. Action Stations led by 2 to in second placing. Over on the inside running Ace Kiwi. Here's a move now by Overland Boy joining in quickly. Lady Lucilla is there, and so too Toy Dudley. Just a Hobo runs to 4th, then Record Lady pumped home hard. They were followed further back in the field behind those by Smurdoch, who's never been on the track, keeping it out there. Pango Pass, Star Gypsy behind those. Into the straight they come. Lady Lucilla goes up with Ace Kiwi to get on turn with Action Stations. Just a Hobo. Just in behind those then Sir Alexander getting right up along the rail but needing a run. Record Lady starting to struggle in the 200 metre zone now, and here's a run coming for Sir Alexander. He's going through out after Ace Kiwi. He's getting to the lead, and out wide on the track is Just a Hobo. Just a Hobo, Sir Alexander. Just a Hobo, Sir Alexander. Oh, look, a slight preference, but only slight to Sir Alexander over Just a Hobo. Between them, Ace Kiwi. Then Star Gypsy, Action Stations, Napoleon Star, Balvary. Then Legendaire, followed by, well back behind those, Wizimo, Toy Dudley. Then came Overland Boy. Lady Lucilla didn't go on. Pango Pass, Casino Miss Record Lady. Then Smurdoch, PK. And last in, Look Alert.
Now, here's a finish for you. There's Sir Alexander getting the split in between these 2 leaders, and down the outside is Just a Hobo. Judge naturally has called for a photo. Sir Alexander looked as though he might get up and win near the rails, but Just a Hobo out very wide with the blinkers on is racing with him. And let's see as they get up to the line. May have just won it, I think, Just a Hobo out wide, but it is very close. Just a Hobo from Sir Alexander, and Ace Kiwi is the other one in the photo. So let's just await the result of this photo finish before we go any further about that. I would remind you also, Monday night there's a very big fixture on here in Melbourne. It's at Olympic Park. It's the Melbourne Greyhound Racing Association's anniversary handicap meeting. That in itself is a big race. But one of the highlights of the night there is the hurdle race. Now, greyhounds over the hurdles are very, very spectacular. And in this hurdle race on Monday night, one of them, Weinberg, is back on 1 metre, giving away an enormous start. But he's still going to shake the life out of it. It's going to be one of the real thrills for Olympic Park greyhounds on Monday night. Now let's go down to Mornington for the last there, and Brian Martin.
Niako Pride goes in now. Cowman's gone up. Niako Pride, the last one up. Light rain falling here at Mornington for the last. They've got through the day, though. On very heavy ground on the short price favourite Silver Cows, probably the shortest for the day. Showing about $1 on the tape. Now they're ready to run. Lights on for the final event. Stand by for a start. Starter's got them now. Racing Flight of Love on the inside away quickly. Bold Aggressor a little bit slow to begin, and going out quickly around the outside, Regal Kiwi. Behind them, Silver Cows, followed by Niako Pride, then Cowman. Further back in the field then came around the outside Mr. Christian, followed by Super Gent. Bold Aggressor, Marlaw a fair way back with Go Speed, then Gambler's Mission, and Fort A Quest of Glory tailed off. Around that turn at the 900 metre mark, and on the inside, Flight of Love led about a neck, Regal Kiwi. The favourite Silver Cows quickly went up and joined the leaders now. A length and a half further back in the field, then came Cowman, 2 or 3 Mr. Christian, then Niako Pride, a gap in the field, Go Speed starting to make some ground, then Super Gent, Bold Aggressor and about 5 lengths, Gambler's Mission. Well out of the field, Marlaw and pull to the outside, Quest for Glory. 500 to go. Silver Cows moved up on the outside to join Regal Kiwi. Cowman out further on the track, about 4 deep, about 3 further back, Flight of Love. Then Go Speed getting through the field and running on. Silver Cows went up to the leader, Regal Kiwi on the turn. Around the outside, Go Speed is starting to come home well when they straighten up. Silver Cows being tackled by Go Speed out in the centre. Over on the inside, Regal Kiwi, but it's Go Speed out in the centre of the track, getting to the front with 150 to go. And Go Speed drew away now from Silver Cows, Regal Kiwi, and Cowman on the outside, but Go Speed's racing away, and Go Speed will win at about 5 lengths in the run home. Second, Cowman. Silver Cows might have just got third from Niako Pride. Quest from Glory has made some ground, followed further back by Flight of Love and then Gambler's Mission. Then Regal Kiwi, a gap, Mr. Christian, Bold Aggressor further back in the field, and the last two are Super Gent and Marlaw.
Well, there we have it. A good win at the finish to Go Speed, and strangely enough, on this very heavy track, numbers 1, 2 and 3 filled the placings in the last race on the program. Number 1, Go Speed, drawing away to win very easily. Number 2, Cowman second, and number 3, Silver Cows might have just held on for third. 1, 2, 3 we expect. Now let's check some results for you. Sydney race 7, number 10 for Papa, $2.20 the win, $1.05 the place. Second 6 Bifolk, $1, and third 16 Chutzpah, $7.55. The Quinella paid $6.90 and the trifecta $635.50. Sydney Daily Double today, 3 Slave Trade and 10 for Papa, $6.30. You're watching Grandstand, originating a special Grandstand today from Channel 7 in Melbourne, and we'll be back after this break. Number 1, Grand Gaff, 345, 170. 2, Indian Uprising, 555, 210. 3, Gold Pike, 2245, 10. 4, Royal Communique, $2.05 rather, and $1. 5, Royal Offer, 460 and 150. 6, Flash Chateau, 725 and 180. Number 7 is Out Glinnings. 8, Jazz Talk, 1075, 220. 9, Yule Log, 475, $1.70. 10, Along the Way, $5.05 and $1.80. Number 11, Ammonex, $6 and $1.65. 12, Blazing Profile, $37.60 and $7.05. Scratch 13, 14. Number 15 is $8.25 and $4.25. 16, Limizo, $31.30 and $5.35. Scratch 17, 18, Our Bold Bayou, $16.10 and $2.90. 19, Tiger Joy, $41.10, $6.25. 20, Uno Bingo, $20.55 and $4.85. And 21, Elusive Ways, $33.30 for the win and $4.65 for the place. Win pool there, 16,500. Place pool 7,700, and there's 10 minutes to that last race on the program there in Queensland. Now we have the result of Brisbane race 7 for you. Number 3, Bre Precise, the favourite, $1 the win, 75 a place. Number 8, Gallery Man second, $1.65, and number 1, Woodland Bow third, 85 cents. The Quinella paid $5.85 and the trifecta $36.30. Well, now, the Mornington meeting today, despite the heavy track, has been a pretty successful one. Brian Martin has been our caller there all day. Brian, enjoyable meeting?
Well, it was, Bill. We found a little bit of joy later on in the program, but the winner of the last Go Speed has landed some good bets. They bet about 8 and 9 to 1 about the horse, and it's got into 4 to 1. Cowman ran second, 7 to 1, and third was the favourite Silver Cows, which touched even money at one point. and got back to start at 6 to 4 in favourite. The quadrella here today, Bill, for 9441 has returned a dividend of $1,574.75, $1,574.75 for 9441, and the extra double for 4 and 1 has paid $15.80. I heard you talk earlier in the program about the situation of jockeys going wide out and sticking hard to the fence. There's no set rule, Bill, on ground that is as heavy as what it was today.
No, it's quite strange, isn't it, Brian? We see this happen quite a bit. Everybody wants to go to the outside, and then suddenly 2 or 3 win over on the rails, and, well, it's obviously very confusing for the jockeys, and it makes it even more confusing for the punters, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Would you like all prices for the day? Have we got time for those?
Well, we have the tote dividends. Perhaps you could just run through the starting prices for us, Brian.
Yep, well, punters were on the mark earlier on the program here. Centalic won the first at 5 to 4 in favourite. It beat Capital Statement at 15 to 1, and Panos Star at 14 to 1, but the winner favourite 5 to 4 Centalic. In the second, Minx Gone got out to 6 to 4 in favourite. She won comfortably. She beat Kakaya Bang at 15 to 1, and Cindy at third at 25 to 1. The third event went to Laboot, number 7, which started at 6 to 1, and it defeated Little Lotto, the 5 to 1 favourite in a wide betting race, and Silver Stitch ran third at 16 to 1. The fourth was won by Ruling Boy at 5 to 1, first up since early June, to beat Velva's Orphan at 4 to 1 in favourite, and 33 to 1 Dark Mosaic. The fifth for the day went to No Anchors, ridden by Michael Riley at 7 to 2, a local horse. It beat the favourite Rising Lad at 2 to 1, and third placing went to Elliston at 16 to 1. The first leg of the double to the local horse, which missed the kick and came right around the outside. A good run. Number 10, Daymar at 20s. It beat Red Cows at 15 to 1, and the favourite third in race 6, Sherpa at 2s. Race 7 was won by Bourne's Luck, 3 to 1 equal favourite. Probably the ride of the day with all the ground that the jockey did save, Robbie Griffiths, by sticking to the rail. 3's equal, Bourne's Luck beat Rulemore at 8 to 1, and Narako at 14 to 1. The other equal favourite with Bourne's Luck was Make Sense, unplaced at 3s. The 8th event went to Mansmar. It was well backed at 5 to 1. It beat Daring Fleet at 8 to 1 and Barnstorming 9 to 2, and the favourite Lord Gruamarsh missed the place at 7 to 2. And then the final event, as I mentioned, they've landed some good money here at the local galloper in the last Go Speed. 7s and 8 to 1 was given, and it ran 4 to 1. Go Speed in the last at easy winner by 5 lengths, beating Cowman at 7 to 1, and third Silver Cows out to 6 to 4 in favourite. 1, 2, 3 on the final event. A couple of gallopers having a trial there now after the final event, and the misty rain starting to fall, so we're in for a cold night down here. Hope you've enjoyed your racing with Grandstand and 7. We'll hand you back to the studios, and I'll wish you a happy weekend.
Right, thank you, Brian. We have a couple of results there to check for you from Mornington. We have race 9, Go Speed, paid $3.60 the win and $1 a place. Cowman, number 2, $1.25. And number 3, Silver Kells, paid 65 cents. The Quinella, $11.20, and the Trifecta, $555.75. The Brisbane Daily Double for 6 Lord Waverley and 3 Be Precise, $3.65. And now we'll take this break from Grandstand. Be back with you in just a few moments. 5 and 140. 3 Just a Hobo, 85, and 8 Ace Kiwi, $2.45. Quinella, $7.25, and the Trifecta, $241.15. Sydney race 8, 6 Really Pretty, 185 and 95. Second, 9 Clavel's Girl, $1.05. Third, 3 Devious Lady, $1.65. Quinella, $7.45, and the Trifecta, $115.40. And the Daily Double in Adelaide for 3 and 6 paid $42.40. Well, our last race for telecast today comes from Eagle Farm. It's the 8th event on the program. There's one more to go in Adelaide, but it'll be outside our televised area. Unfortunately, we can't bring it to you, but they're all in the stalls ready for the last as we go to Wayne Wilson. The light is on.
They're racing, and near the inside, Royal Communique began nicely. Along the way, a little bit slow to get going. Last on, settling down. Gold Pike showing plenty of speed, racing to the front from Tiger Joy and Lamoso, and then Jazz Talk on the outside of Royal Communique, who's 5th on the rails. Amanax is 6th, but a little bit wide, and then Yule Log, Elusive Way, and Innismore's out very deep, followed by Our Bowl by You, and then Indian Uprising. Royal Offer getting back in the field with Flash Chateau, Grand Gaff along the way. Bingo and Blazing Profile is last. Coming up to towards the 1,000-metre mark now. And the leader, Gold Pike. Lamoso second. Amanex was trapped out wide, so he's letting him slide up to join those leaders, but he's still 3 deep. One away fourth is Jazz Talk racing on the outside. Tiger Joy fifth on the rails, and then Yule Log. Innismore is still out pretty deep in between horses outbowled by you. And then Elusive Way. Royal Communique shuffled back through the field to midfield now. Flash Chateau picking up ground. Grand Gaffer's out fairly deep on the track, followed by Royal Offer, who's still well back. And then along the way, Uno Bingo and Blazing Profile. Indian Uprising a touch worse than midfield. Coming around the home turn, 450 metres to go. Amanex on the outside has raced to the front about a neck clear. In second place is Lamoso. On the outside, Yule Log starting a run. Jazz Talk into the clear, outbowled by you. Along the way, starting a long run right down the outside, and Royal Communique getting into the clear. Amanex is tackled quickly by Jazz Talk. Yule Log on the outside coming at them, and Yule Log's moved up to Jazz Talk. Royal Communique outbowled by you coming through in the middle. Then along the way, it's Yule Log just in front. Jazz Talk's kicking again. Royal Communique the outside. Yule Log, Jazz Talk, Royal Communique. They hit it and there's nothing in it. Very close between Yule Log and Jazz Talk. Royal Communique up there with them, followed by Indian Uprising, Royal Offer, Amanex. Next in our bowl by you. Next time was Uno Bingo, well back Tiger Joy, Blazing Profile, Lamoso, Flash Chateau along the way. Further back came Elusive Way, Grand Gap, Innismore, and Gold Pike won at the last home.
Well, sort this one out for yourself. It's a terrific go to the line here. These two look like fighting it out when the late challenge came down the outside and that real charge. And certainly the camera is going to be needed in this last race on the program. And it's number 9's just got its head in front. Number 4 is grabbing at the outside. And looks as though 9 might have bobbed at the right time with 4 on the outside. It's very, very close. Certainly the camera is going to be needed there. Now, may I remind you at this stage, just before we close the program, that 7 News on tonight at 6 o'clock, and of course immediately following that the big league at 6:30. They're going to be great games to watch there too. Collingwood's great fight back in the last quarter to score from Footscray, and brilliant win by St Kilda. And, of course, Fitzroy downing Hawthorn. That was a remarkable performance on their part and a very close one with North Melbourne just getting home from Geelong. 4 official in the last race on the program from Brisbane in a very thrilling finish. Our panel today, of course, have been Jenny Chapman, Keith Hillier and Roy Higgins. Keith, how was the day? Did you find a winner on your telephone account?
I couldn't even find the phone, Bill. But watching racing around Australia on 7 today, I thought that the most impressive win was by Broad Reach, the winner of the first race in Sydney. I think we're going to see this youngster in Melbourne in the spring, and I think we're going to see him in the winner's stall after a very big race.
I'd have to agree with you, Keith. I think it was a very impressive win. And, of course, I think he's being set for the Caulfield Cup, so...
Spy, is that for Bay, Roy? Would he run the Caulfield Cup distance?
You'd probably query it a little bit. I think... just trying to think, the big black horse, Brian Mayfield Smith's last year, started second or third favourite in the Caulfield Cup. He's about the only one of that breed that has shown any liking for a distance. But you actually stole my words. He was a horse we mentioned before we actually come on camera, that he was a very promising horse. And probably the only good thing that come out of a postponed or possibly abandoned meeting in Moonee Valley today is we were able to sit in the warmth here, Keith.
Right. Well, in some states today we've watched the last city meetings of the season. An extra reminder that tomorrow we'll have the Caulfield and Melbourne Cup weights on World of Sport. And, Bill, then it's a new ball game, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is. Well, actually, it's been a phantom meeting today. Have you enjoyed being at a phantom meeting?
Well, it's been great. You know, the lunch was fantastic. The pies were used by November 284 and the coffee was lousy, but it's been good.
Partner, you didn't have to pay for your telephone calls anyway. OK, that's it. That winds us up for today. Peter, thank you for being with us too and feeding us all the information as was necessary. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget the news at 6 o'clock, the big league, the replay of all the big matches today at 6:30. I hope you're back to winner or two in Grandstand.
This program was proudly brought to you by Carlton.
Go for the greatness.
One of the world's